Very good evening. You're watching Free Press Journal Live. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali. Now, this is a landmark ruling that we heard today from the Delhi High Court, where it has granted Bollywood icon Aishwarya Rai Bachchan an interim injunction, putting the brakes on anyone who misuses her name, her photos, or her likeness, any image that is like her without permission. So the court wasn't just protecting her commercial interests, it stressed that such misuse damages her dignity, her reputation, and the trust that she has built over the decades. So, therefore, from fake endorsements to AI generated images and deepfakes, and the case really exposes how modern technology is blurring the lines between legitimate publicity and outright exploitation. We are here to discuss this issue today because not much is spoken about the dark side of AI, the dark side of the use of deep fakes. We are all enjoying certain advantages, but the fact that there is this entire side of the misuse of technology and the advancement in it that is manifesting in these cases, the court ruling therefore comes in at an interesting juncture. Joining me today is Advocate Pankaj Bafna. He is a senior lawyer, a cybersecurity expert, and a legal strategist with years of experience in litigation and advisory work. He has been in the forefront of handling complex cases around cybercrime. Thank you, Advocate Bafna, for joining us. Very good evening and welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Let's begin with, at this point in time when we are talking about Bollywood stars, and this is not the
Artificial
first case,
intelligence
as you
has
know.
changed the
If
world.
you can
But
explain
alongside
to our viewers what is exactly personality rights, when we say that the court has protected personality rights of Aishwarya Rai, how do we understand this as a layman?
See, because I'll just put some lights on this. The personality rights is just implicating a famed personality or no, renowned person, where people get attracted very fast. For example, when we see the commercial ads on any electronic media, where a celebrity comes into and promoting a particular brand, people follow them easily rather than calling a layman and promoting that particular brand. So that becomes a personality face value to it. So this is how a particular brand is known by the face itself.
Hmm. All right.
So, for
So
example,
at
now
this
if you,
point,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, carry on, carry on. Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, if you see just for example, the TV serial KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. So, as soon as we just hear that particular word, we remember of Sri Amitabh Bachchan. So now that particular brand is Amitabh Bachchan. The face value is that. So when a
Mhm.
particular personality comes and he promotes something, now social media has ample of repercussions. A particular face is shown, and a particular through the AI, if something is generated from that, people start believing, and there will be a wrong impact. So that's why this particular the rulings that which have come down upon which we are discussing today.
Yeah, but how can we avert this? Because from what I understand, uh, matters have reached, an extent where today you have holograms of real people, and you may be seeing me in exact shape and form, talking exactly in this manner, but I am sitting somewhere else. So, at a time like this, how will it be possible to absolutely rule out misuse or impersonation, if that is what you're trying to say, that can legally person contest these cases and yet prevent it from happening?
I'll first of all, I'll just try to answer your first question. Okay, it is very easy nowadays through the dark web and the deep web, and creating images and video images also. But previously, if just the photographic was coming out. There are ample of cases just around few months back where Honorable Chief Justice of India was also portrayed, and and a fake video of the existing live courtroom was shown on a particular platform, and a very famous industrialist follows that particular video and deposits some major amount into that particular account which is mentioned in the video. So there are
Okay.
ample of videos which are coming out where we cannot recognize that it is the same personality. For example, now stock market scams which are going on nowadays on a very large scale, where famous personalities, even our honorable finance minister, is being shown, where she is approaching the public, they deposit so much amount and the government is going to give you this much returns. These are all the videos which are coming out on social media platforms. It is very difficult for the person who is just assuming to believe that particular thing. Okay, for example, Mr. Ambani's video is also there outside. Sri Ratan
Hmm.
Tata's video was there. Yeah,
Hmm.
so now people have to be trained into that. Don't believe what you see. Previously, it was to believe what you see, but now don't believe what you see. We have to adopt simple softwares in your mobile gadgets or in your laptops or desktop, where as soon as those images come down, it will give you an alert that this is fake. So don't believe
Hmm.
it. So
Hmm.
when crime is happening, even obviously there are security experts, there are security softwares also which are going out, but that awareness should be there.
Yeah. So, but until such time, like you're saying, is something very important for the consumer interest that we must have those safeguards now, probably in our phones and in our devices to ensure that if something fake is put up, it should alert us. As of now, we don't have that. Probably the next step is to ensure that those safeguards exist, where we can be alerted and what you said is so true that seeing is believing. That age-old adage that we all went by, that is no longer true. Like seeing is no longer believing because of the fake videos that we see. But my question here is, what legal doctrines really can protect us? What legal recourse can a person have if I realize
Uh,
that there has been a serious case of impersonation?
in the current existing Information Technology Act, we have a provision where impersonation and cheating with the intention to defraud someone is already
Hmm.
there in, Section 66C and 66D of the Information Technology Act, where if I find
Hmm.
that someone is impersonating my particular video or my image and trying to
Hmm.
connect with someone for some other purposes, for monetary returns or for any other bargaining barter system, I have the provision to go
Hmm.
and lodge a complaint with the law enforcement agencies. Plus, I can approach the honorable civil court also. Suppose come to find out who is the culprit behind this particular video, I can claim damages
Hmm.
for spoiling my reputation. There are compensations also
Hmm.
available in the Information Technology Act, civil remedies. So we have that provision. And
Okay.
now just the recent the Data Protection Act, which has just come out in our country, in that also
Hmm.
we are getting protected for that. So we have those provisions.
But how is it different, say, from copyright or trademark protections? Is it along the same
See,
lines, or this is a very different provision from?
no, it is totally different, vice versa. Because copyright, till
Hmm.
I have also seen in my practical practice that people still don't know
Hmm.
what is the value of copyright. They just assume, okay, whatever is in a physical format that comes under copyright and trademark. Even in the electronic
Hmm.
media, in the domain registration also, there are copyright, but people are not doing that particular thing. But by
Hmm.
default,
Hmm.
so for example, now you're showing the video of Mr. Abhishek Bachchan, you don't have to
Hmm.
copyright that particular face because it's already in the version of people knowing him. As soon as we see the face, we come to the okay, this is Abhishek Bachchan. So it is
Hmm.
already automatically copyrighted. So he
Hmm.
has that provisional right to go and claim under that particular act in the
Hmm.
electronic domain also.
Yeah. So are you saying then, if I can understand you correctly, is it because of the use of AI, deepfakes, morphing, face morphing, all through the use of AI that has complicated the legal liability to a certain extent?
Yes, because now the rapid technology, because artificial intelligence, it is not that it is a today's technology. It was 20 years back also, but the name was different. That time we used to say, we used to use softwares and just create an image on an image and do lip readings and all those things. But now, as there
Hmm.
are multiple softwares enacted in a particular tool, so it is becoming the same ditto. Otherwise, it was easily identifiable previously. Now it is difficult, very difficult. So the as technology increases, obviously it is impossible. So I cannot say it is very difficult for a person to identify because ultimately it's a software which is generating.
Hmm. 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 That's true. But what role do you think the online platforms like Google or e-commerce sites, what role do they play
Yeah,
in facilitating and
I
preventing
always
misuse?
yeah, because ultimately it is a step to be taken by the platforms. Because ultimately, where are they going to host? If I'm a criminal, I want to prepare a video of a particular celebrity. What am I going to do
Hmm.
with that video? I am not going to just roam around on the streets. I am going to host it somewhere on a particular platform, which is very well known. Those are very few. We can count it on our fingers, which are those platforms. The platforms have to add those security versions. They have to put those filtrations. For example, now even YouTube has put up filtrations Okay, if a particular video is uploaded on their platform and it is impersonated, automatically it will detect or it will give you a warning to the user. Okay, please do not download or watch this. It is an impersonated video. Facebook has also started implementing those because those are the people who are going to circulate those videos to the common man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, is there a process that one can follow, like in the sense that, when we now talk about celebrities, and I also want to know that if I, as a citizen, what is the exact trajectory, the notice and the takedown process, how does it work legally? Because if something is already posted and made public, then how can I ensure that it is taken down?
Yeah, even that also we have a provision in the Information Technology Act. Find if you are finding a
Mhm.
particular video or a picture or an audio which is objectionable
Mhm.
and is going to harm your reputation or it may harm the reputation of a state or a country, we have that provisions where we have to approach the law enforcement agencies. They will communicate with the nodal officer of that particular intermediary and provide them with the details that this particular, for example, I say Mr. Abhishek Bachchan's video is there. They can provide
Mhm.
it because he's a celebrity. He's a very well-known person in the country, and people follow him by many means. So it may harm the
Right.
reputation, and people may commit some particular crime also after listening to that video. So within 36
Yeah.
hours, under the provision of the Information Technology Act, they are requested to pull down or shut down that particular video. And if they fail, if the nodal officer fails to do that, then there is a punishment to the particular nodal officer of 2 years imprisonment and a particular penalty of 1 lakh rupees. So we have that provision in the Information Technology Act.
All right. These are important things that you're sharing with us, and I really appreciate because many of us are not even aware. And when it comes to knowing our legal rights, let's face it, there is a lot of ignorance. There is also this issue, Advocate Bafna, of evidence. Does it fall on the celebrity to prove that this is an unauthorized use? The
Yes,
onus
because
is on the celebrity. Okay.
onus goes on the complainant. Whether it's a
Mhm.
celebrity or a non. If my video is also then I find it objectionable, the onus is on me to put it before because ultimately the law enforcement agency also has to write down to the intermediary. Intermediary, they are all cross-border based. They're not in our country. So they don't follow just, okay, you have given us in writing and we'll follow your steps. Give us the proof. It is affecting your goodwill or it is affecting
Mhm.
the state, harmony or anything. And then only they
Mhm.
will consider it and pull down or delete that particular subject.
Right. And what responsibility do you think the government has? The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, the Department of Telecommunications. What are these ministries doing at the moment and should be doing now that we have a High Court order?
Yeah, see, because now problem is that still the approach to that particular departments is a very lengthy process, and the
Hmm.
common man is restricted to approach those people, those particular
Hmm.
segments. So we have to go through the court, and the court obviously it takes time for a common man to approach and get an order. It takes time. Till that time, a very major damage might have been occurred in his goodwill or in his particular portfolio. So
Yeah.
I always I request the ministry to act on that immediately because it's a very
Hmm.
impactful particular effect. If my image or my video is circulated on a platform, it is going to harm me within 24 hours or 36 hours. I cannot wait for a
Hmm.
longer period where, okay, the government will investigate, they'll have to collect those evidence and give it to them because evidence is already on that platform. If I just provide them with the
Yeah.
link, okay, this is the link, it is already affecting me. The government or the whoever is the particular department just go through them, they just see the link, they also find it objectionable, pull down. For example, pornographic sites, I don't have to give any evidence particular for that. They just provide the link, they'll pull it down. The same thing should happen. And obviously, I am very much thankful also the government is doing this. They are pulling down
Hmm.
so many particular websites which are fake and promoting these particular fake videos online.
Hmm. 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 What if this online entity is based abroad? If it's an international platform, I mean, if it is a website which is not based within India. Is there a recourse for that also?
Yeah, the that is there. We have a jurisdiction. We have a cross-border jurisdiction in the IT Act also. It's not necessarily the
Mhm.
platform should be available in India only. In the cross-border, now, for example, Facebook or Google, they are based in the US counterpart. So we have that particular jurisdiction. We have a treaty with them. Yeah, we can issue
Hmm.
them the letters, we can issue them the communication, and they act as per the Indian laws over there.
Hmm. 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 That's interesting. In fact, this has been a very enriching conversation, and I really appreciate, Advocate Bafna, you're throwing light on these critical issues, what a citizen can do, what is personality right. And with this injunction by the Delhi High Court now, of course, it opens out an entire debate and discussion around this issue, because this is not going to end anytime soon, isn't it, Advocate Bafna? This is probably just the
Yes.
beginning of the
Yeah, it's the
misuse, and
beginning.
the
Yeah.
sooner we are aware, the better it would be. Yes, quick last word, please.
Yeah, because it's not only the celebrities, even the common man is not saved from there. Where we see the
Hmm.
digital arrest and all those things you might be seeing every day, where the same
Hmm.
videos have been circulated, a fake video has been shown to the family members that see your person is arrested, your child is arrested, and that person is nowhere over there. It's a deep fake video which has been shown, and then extortion money has been taken. So it's a awareness session. The more you are aware, the more secure you are. So keep on. Well, I urge to to the people that keep on watching, read those news. What is happening? Maybe tomorrow my number may also come down, because this is totally electronic
Hmm.
created thing which I have to believe, because out of 10, 9 may be genuine, and I skip the
Hmm.
genuine
Hmm.
also. I may be in a loss, in financial loss somewhere or the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us and for educating us in all of these matters. Thanks very much and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm just playing out this report that my colleague Rashida had put together about the cases, similar cases like Aishwarya Rai, who's got interim relief from the Delhi High Court for protection of personality rights. There were celebrities prior to her who had also appealed in similar cases and also managed to secure relief in their cases as well, where their images have been misused, or there's been impersonation, or videos created with their image, merchandise sold with their images without their consent. So let's just play that out for you. And
Moved
I
the
leave you
Delhi
with this.
High
Thanks for
Court
watching.
after
Do like, share,
obscene AI
subscribe
created photographs
to
of her
Free Press
surfaced
Journal.
online. Her plea highlights how websites are misusing her name and likeness, not just to circulate fake intimate images, but also to sell merchandise claiming to be her official platforms. Her counsel argued that strangers are collecting money by exploiting her identity, even projecting her as the chairperson of fake companies. The court has taken the matter seriously, with Justice Tejas Karia directing immediate takedowns of such links and promising strict injunctions. Just a day later, Abhishek Bachchan also approached the Delhi High Court with a similar plea. His petition revealed how unauthorized websites were using his photos, name, and even fake AI generated content to mislead users. Some platforms went as far as selling merchandise under his name, tricking fans into believing it has his endorsement. His lawyers further asked the court to extend the order against John Doe's unidentified offenders who may attempt to misuse his identity in the future. This is not the first time the Bachchan family has been targeted. In 2023, they moved court after YouTube channels spread fake news about their daughter Aradhya's health, even using morphed visuals in the most insensitive way possible. But the Bachchans are not alone in this fight. Other Bollywood stars have also faced similar attacks. Amitabh Bachchan, the Shahenshah of Indian cinema, was among the first to act. In 2022, he secured legal protection against the misuse of his voice and image after discovering that his likeness was being used for fake advertisements and endorsements without his consent. Anil Kapoor too approached the Delhi High Court in 2023 asking for protection of his persona. His concern wasn't just about his photographs but also his iconic catchphrase Jhakas, which was being exploited through memes and AI generated content. The court granted him broad protection, recognizing the growing danger of deepfakes. Jackie Shroff, popularly known as Jaggu Dada, also followed suit. His petition sought to block fake and offensive AI generated content misusing his face and name, again showing how vulnerable even seasoned stars are in the digital age. Even the younger generation of stars hasn't been spared. In late 2023, Rashmika Mandanna was the victim of a shocking deepfake video that went viral. It showed her entering an elevator, but in reality, it was a morphed clip of a British influencer's video with Rashmika's face imposed on it. The video sparked outrage across the country, with industry leaders and politicians condemning the misuse of AI to target women. Rashmika herself expressed how deeply disturbing it was to see her identity exploited in such a manner. Around the same time, Deepika Padukone too found herself the target of morphed AI generated images circulating online. Fake, obscene pictures of the actress went viral, forcing her team to consider legal action. Given her massive global following, the misuse of her likeness raised alarm about how quickly such manipulated content can spread and damage reputations. If India's most powerful stars are this vulnerable, it raises an important question. How safe are ordinary people from the misuse of AI? While the courts have begun taking strong steps, the fight still against the digital exploitation is only the beginning. Because while AI may be the future, its misuse must always be challenged firmly and without compromise. What are your views on AI taking a dark turn with morphed images and becoming a rising issue today? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Free Press Journal for more such updates.